Hello, welcome to this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Monday, August 4th, Major League Baseball schedule. Hopefully you got a chance to check out Sunday's action and all the weekend. Good day for us. Royals win over the team total, best bet on the board. Even though it took a little bit of late extra inning magic to get home. Cubs over their team total thanks to a two-run homer in the bottom of the ninth. And Dodgers get a 3-0 win. So good day for us baseball-wise. Overall, little craziness. Nothing unexpected there. Padres get a big win. Mets got upset again. What is going on, New York Mets? Will somebody please explain that madness to me? Anyway, we'll get started with Monday's action. 13 games, so a few teams off. Just to let you know, once again, this episode brought to you by our title sponsor, Outlier, the app, one of the best sports wagering, if not the best sports wagering app on the market. Not only going to help you with all kinds of fantastic sports wagers, but also the best odds to bet them at. You can put all of your picks and bets into one app from multiple different sports books with signing up outlier.com. You will find a link to a 7-day free trial in the comments section in this episode as well. So make sure you check that out. Highly recommend it. We use it for a lot of research as well. Not that expensive either. And if you like doing a lot of the research yourself, Outlier is going to help you do it in a more efficient manner and keep all of your lovely sports wagers together. Let's get started with the show. First of all, if you are new to our show, welcome. Secondly, we do fade or follow 4 teams in Major League Baseball. That's where we put all of our own bets. That's going to be the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Royals, and the Orioles. We will give you plays throughout the lineup, though, so no worries if there's another game you really, really like. No problem. We're going to give you our thoughts on that one and how we would play those games. So, like I said, we're only 4 teams off, 13 games going on. Let's get started, shall we? We start off, we got, first of all night baseball. So what a bonus there. Tigers hosting the Twins. Twins finally get a win in that series, and the Tigers are about $1.58 favorite. Casey Mize and no starter yet announced for the Twins. No shocker because they don't really have a lot of players at the moment. So what's to be said there? Tigers played well against the Phillies on the road. So, good job out of them. Had a decent series there. It was a tough one against the Phillies. A lot of good pitchers going on. This one here, like I said, Casey Mize pitching for the Tigers. I'll be really honest. The Tigers were, until they hit that streak of where they lost like 7-8 games in a row, they were the best team at home in baseball. I honestly think we get back to that, to be really honest. There is nobody really in that Twins lineup too much that's scary that's left. Vasquez has the best numbers against Casey Mize's lifetime. Jeffers is hitting under 100 against Casey Mize and 12 at-bats. Something to keep in mind there. Julian does have a home run against him. He's like 2 for 6. Vasquez is 3 for 6. Wallner's 0 for 5. Lee's 1 for 5. Larnach is 1 for 7. So not a lot of guys that hit him. Detroit's not the easiest place on earth to score either. So give us Tigers minus -0.5 run first 5. Tigers minus -1.5 on the run line. Tigers money line as well. I think all of those play. Be careful of the Casey Mize strikeouts is all I'm going to say there, as he does not strike a lot of guys out. So keep that in mind when playing in that Tigers game. Next game up at 6:40 Eastern time frame, Astros and Alexander headed down to Miami to face the Marlins. Alcantara pitching for the Marlins. So he didn't get traded in one of the bigger surprises out there. He had been talked about being traded from the start of the season. Then his last 2 starts, 12 innings, no runs. He's been dominant. He's been the old Sandy Alcantara that we know and love as sports bettors out there. So, like I said, was a little shocked to see that he didn't get moved, as the Marlins aren't competing for a title this season. But, Things can happen. Carlos Correa, 1 for 4 against Alcantara lifetime. Urias, 1 for 2 against him lifetime. Christian Walker has had monster numbers against Alcantara, 5 for 11 with a home run lifetime. So keep that in mind in this game here. Game down in Miami. And amazingly enough, the Marlins are toss-up or a slight favor here. Marlins money line first 5 innings. Marlins money line for the game. Christian Walker, though, I'd probably have to play for over 1.5 hits, runs, or RBIs in this one with all the success he's against Alcantara in the past. Next game up, 6:40 Eastern time as well. Pirates at home against the Giants. Verlander against Oviedo for the Pirates. Pirates had a tough series in Colorado. Scored a lot of runs. Didn't come away with a lot of victories, right? Except they win the third game. Congratulations, they finally got one. Rockies played well in that series at home. What are the Pirates? What do we expect out of them? Not much, right? Like, we don't expect much out of the Pirates. The Giants, I really don't expect a lot out of either. Although they did take 2 out of 3 from the Mets. So they played so well against the Mets, they probably lay down a little bit here against the Pirates. Pirates are a dog, no surprise there. The Giants about $1.30 favorite. Pirates plus a half a run first 5. Pirates plus 1.5. I'll stay away from the money line here. Definitely like getting the run or half a run in my pocket, to say the least here. I think the Pirates keep it close. Could be looking at like a 3-2 game, 4-3 game maybe. I don't know if Verlander's going to get the win. This might be one of those ones that's one in the late innings, as a lot of games are these days. Next game up, 6:45 Eastern time. Phillies at home against the O's. So the O's continue to score runs. They put up runs against they didn't go quietly against the Cubs. Now they lose 1-0 in the first game. They have a 3-run homer to win 4-3 game 2. And they were tied 3-3 going to the ninth. Made a little bit of a comeback there against the Cubs. Luzardo versus Povich. Povich back in the starting role. And total is around 8.5 to 9 in this one. Luzardo, what are we going to get from Jesus Luzardo? Does anybody know? Because if they do, you have ESP or something. Luzardo in his last few starts, let's just take a look at that quickly. No runs allowed in his last start against the White Sox. Went 7 innings. Went 5 innings against the Red Sox. Gave up 6. Went 4 2/3 against the Angels. Gave up 4. Those 2 games, by the way, at home. Now normally the Orioles don't tend to win against left-handers, but they've hit some left-handers as of late. So it's been a little weird, to say the least, on that one there. His Luzardo's home ERA almost 2 runs higher than his road ERA. So obviously pitching in Philly has not been very, very kind to him. We've got a ton of plays in this one. Let's get started with that, shall we? So let's get started. Orioles, Phillies over 8.5. So we're going to play total in this one. Orioles, Phillies over 2.5 first 3 innings, 4.5 first 5, 6.5 first 7. Phillies over 4.5 team total. Orioles over 3.5 team total. We got 4 batters, 5 bets apiece. We've got Tyler O'Neill, Adley Rutschman, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, who just absolutely rakes off left-handed pitching. Same 5 bets apiece for all 4 guys. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, and 3+ total bases. I think the Phillies get the Povich, and I think the same is to be said against Luzardo. I think they can get to both starting pitchers. Both bullpens need a little bit of help as well. I think we could see a ton of runs in this game. Like I said, this could be a 2-touchdown effort by the time this game's all said and done, and only have to clear in the 8.5. Next game up, Guardians, Mets. Ciccione versus Sean Manaea in this one. All right, so what do we think is going to happen with these lovely Mets? Because I'm getting sick and absolutely tired of what we're seeing with this inconsistent Mets team. Mets are about $1.80 favorite here. Guardians had a tough series with the Twins, to be really honest. I mean, they did win 2 out of 3, but they had to come from behind to get those wins. And the Twins are down, I don't know, 3/4 of their lineup. Kind of shocking, right? So what do we expect here? Well, Sean Manaea is on the mound. Left-handed pitchers can drive the Guardians a little bit nuts. We'll put it that way. Vientos, by the way, has a home run off of Ciccione. Mullins has a home run off of Ciccione. Mullins and Vientos also Mullins is 2 for 4 lifetime. Vientos 1 for 2. Lindor 1 for 2 lifetime against Ciccione as well. I think it's the Mets here. This is one of those, I think, where the Mets could put up quite a few runs. I think Manaea is actually able to shut down the Guardians' offense because they struggle against lefties. No question about it. They do have, Nolan Jones is 2 for 5 against them lifetime. Santana's 5 for 15 lifetime. Jose Ramirez, their big hitter, though, only hitting 215 at-bats against Manaea lifetime. Like I said, Mets minus a half a run, first 5. Mets money line, first 5. Mets money line for the game. Mets minus 1.5. Mets over 4.5 team total. Guardians under their team total. I think all have excellent opportunities in cashing in that one there. Next game up. Royals, Red Sox, 7:10 Eastern time frame as well. The new addition, Falter, left-handed pitcher for the Royals, against Bello for the Red Sox. I said this in yesterday's episode, and it came in again. Red Sox are probably one of the best hitting teams against left-handers out there. Do not sleep on the Red Sox in this game. Royals had a big win. They took 2 out of 3 from Toronto. They continue on the road here. The offense has been improved a little bit. They've scored more runs ever since the additions on the offensive side of the ball. But the Red Sox rake against left-handed pitching. One of the big reasons why is Alex Bregman's hotter than crap. When they face left-handed pitching, they also bring in Rob Refsnyder, who's an excellent bat against left-handed pitching. So this one here, pretty simple for us. Red Sox money line, minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Red Sox over 4.5 team total. Red Sox money line, I believe. Hold on one second. Red Sox minus a half a run. First 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Alex Bregman, Rob Refsnyder. We just mentioned them. That's the 2 batters we're playing in this one. 5 bets apiece. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. 2+ total bases and 3+ total bases. Next game up. Brewers, Braves, Eric Fetty, and Priester in this one, 7:15 Eastern time, down in, I'm not going to say hot Atlanta because that term's been overused, in Atlanta. Braves continue to suck. The Brewers are the hottest team in baseball. This one's a runaway. As Fetty came over from the Cardinals, and all he does is give up more and more and more and more runs. Love the Brujas. Excited to see what this team can continue. By the way, if you haven't paid attention, Priester's 10-2. Guy you never heard of, all of a sudden he's 10-2, right? What are you going to do? For a couple of batter props, definitely you want to get in on William Contreras, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He is, 9 for 16, something like that, against Fetty with 2 home runs lifetime. Frelick is 6 for 9 against Fetty lifetime. Joey Ortiz, 4 for 10 against Fetty lifetime. Yelich, 8 for 16 against Fetty lifetime. You can see the trend, what I'm talking about here, right? That Brewers offense has been absolutely ridiculous. Even though Mizorowski hit the IL yesterday, they had a pitching change. They came out and scored a boatload of runs. Expect to see more of the same. I don't know if we're going to get 2 touchdowns worth of runs here from the Brewers, but expect a bunch. This is hammer time, and when you get tired of hammer it some more. Brewers money line, first 5. Brewers money line for the game. Brewers over their team total. And Braves under their team total in this one. Brewers on the run line, minus 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 as well. I understand. I think you're getting this thing at absolutely cheap money, under $1.40 favorite here for the Brewhahas. They are hotter than crap right now. Please hop on. Make your money in this one. Don't parlay this with 6 other legs. Just play a lot of Brewers action. Get some wins under your belt, and then you can have a little bit of fun with some parlays if you want. But, don't ruin the fact that the Brewers are going to smash here because you put 5 other legs with it and try to get lotto money instead of just making the money you're supposed to make here with the Brewers. Next game up, Reds Cubs at 8:05 Eastern time frame. Left-hander Nick Lodolo going for the Reds, and we're going to get a chance to look at Michael Soroka for the Cubs. Cubs can't hit left-handers unless it's Max Fried. We did take him against Trevor Rogers in the Orioles series, and they finally won a game against the left-hander, and they scored a whopping 1 run. This offense, besides for the Justin Turner 2-run home run in the 9th yesterday, has been non-existent. It's been ugly, and ugly offensively. Another game at home. When are they going to start scoring at home again? That's what I want to know. Soroka, we don't really anticipate maybe he goes 5 innings, 3 runs. Maybe he goes 6 and gives up 3. Something to that effect. Against Lodolo, though, Bush is 2 for 2 lifetime. Hap is 7 for 20. Nico Horner is 6 out of 15. Swanson does have a home run against Lodolo, but he's hitting a $143 in 14 at bats. The ones to watch out for are actually on the other side. TJ Friedel, we like quite a bit in this one. Gavin Lux has played well. We like the Reds in this spot. We'll take the left-handed starter to beat the Cubs. I don't think that's anything new if you've been watching our show all year or just even for a couple weeks. We definitely normally like left-handed starters against them. So Reds money line, plus 1.5, minus 1.5, 2.5 on the run line. Reds over 3.5 team total. Reds money line, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. And then Gavin Lux, TJ Friedel, same 5 bets apiece. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, and 3+ total bases. Next game up, Patrick Corbin and the Rangers against Max Fried and the Yankees. Man, really? So, we've had National Patrick Corbin Day for multiple seasons. He's pitched better this year. We'll give him that, right? But, man. Now, he's only given up 2 runs in 5, 1 run in 5 2/3. 5 2/3 against Detroit, gave up nothing. Now, we look at what Mr. Fried has done as of lately. He started off the season so hot. Gave up in 6 2/3, gave up 2 to Tampa Bay, 5 1/3, 4 to the Blue Jays, and gave up 3 runs to the Cubs in 3 innings in this one. And obviously the Rangers play a lot better at home. They had a tough series against the Mariners, and losing the DeGrom game definitely hurts. Rangers are about even money. What are they? They're a dog here, pretty sizable. The Yanks offense is non-existent since Judge went out of the lineup. They are trying to figure out how not to lose all the games with Judge being out of the lineup. And that's realistically what they're looking at, right? It's been ugly, ugly, ugly. Normally the Rangers don't hit left-handers very well, but I think they get it figured out. I know there's a lot of big stats on the Yankees side against Patrick Corbin when he was with the Nationals and with the D-backs. We'll give you some examples here. 19 at-bats for Ryan McMahon. He's hitting 368. But if you look at Rosario, 35 at-bats against Patrick Corbin. He's hitting under 100. 21 at-bats for Slater. He's hitting almost 400. Giancarlo Stanton has a couple home runs in 27 at-bats. The one guy to look at, Bellinger, is hitting over 422 at-bats against Corbin. Corbin's pitched well the last multiple starts out. Max Fried's definitely struggled. We're going to take the upset here. I know Yankees fans are going to be upset, of course. Rangers money line, first 5. Rangers money line for the game. Rangers plus a half a run, first 5 as well. Rangers plus 1.5. Rangers over their team total. And I wouldn't be shocked if it's Yankees under their team total in this one as well. Next game up, Blue Jays finally head out to Colorado. Lauer versus pitcher to be named later for the Rockies. Rockies had a good series against the Pirates, but lose game 3. Lauer's going in this one, the left-hander. Toronto has not really, in the last 7-8 games, has had one game where they scored over 4 runs. That's really been the difference. I think Colorado opens them up to bigger and better things. Get your offense right, fun stuff like that. It should be fun for them. I think out in Denver, might as well start scoring 10 runs a game like you're supposed to, right? Blue Jays, money line, Blue Jays minus 1.5, Blue Jays minus a half a run, first 5. Blue Jays over their team total. Excellent chance for this game to go over the 11.5 in this one as well. Next game up, Rays and the Angels. So I do want to give the Rays a lot of credit. They played the Dodgers extremely well. They shut the Dodgers out. They didn't give up many runs to the Dodgers at all. And the Dodgers offense, let's be over the last 30 games, has been a little wish-wash, but man, does Mookie Betts need a week off or something? Or like they need to send him to the Caribbean for a few days, let him kind of relax, get his rhythm back or something, because it's been ugly for him. Ohtani didn't homer. They don't score a lot of runs. Freddie Freeman, if you haven't paid attention, though, is in Fuego right now. So you got to play Freeman props regardless of if you want to play in the game at all or not. You got to play Freddie over one, and we'll give you those bets here. But we'll get to that anyway. But that's kind of what the Rays did. Hauser versus UC in this one. So the Angels are about $1.30 favorite at home. I don't necessarily love the money line in this game. UC's going to go 5 innings and strike out somewhere between 6 and 10. That's what UC does almost every game. He'll probably give up a couple runs in that spot too. Hauser now pitching with the Rays. We expect him to pitch well. Rays plus a half a run, first 5. Rays plus 1.5. You can also, for the game, you can also sprinkle on Rays money line as well. And Rays over 3.5 team total? I think all of those get home. Next game up. Padres, Diamondbacks, Brandon Pfaadt, J.P. Sears. So the D-backs actually took 2 games in a series. And after that long road trip where they went, 2-7, now they're back at home. J.P. Sears, the newest addition for the Padres, getting the start. Brandon Pfaadt for the lovely D-backs. Now that they're back at home, I guess it's time to start losing. Wow, I couldn't believe they took 2 out of 3 from the A's. Kind of shocked by that, going to be really honest. But I don't like them in this ball game here. That's for damn sure. Padres should be steamrolling everybody. We expect them to be. They're about $1.30 favorite. Padres money line first 5 innings. Padres money line for the game. Also expect Padres over their team total as they hit 7 runs again. And the final game of the night. The Cardinals and the Dodgers. Sonny Gray, Tyler Glasnow. This is not Sonny Gray from a month ago. That is for damn sure. Sonny Gray has been absolutely getting destroyed. And that's being polite for sure. Sonny Gray's ERA up at almost 4.5. Last 3 starts for Sonny Gray, 5 innings, 3 runs, 5 innings, 6 runs with 11 hits, 3 1/3, 11 hits, and 8 runs. Wow. Fantastic numbers there, Sonny. Way to go, bud. You are absolutely if there was a non in fuego was the term, I guess we would say that. And by the way, his road ERA is almost 6. And amazingly enough, the Dodgers are only like $1.80, $1.90 favorite here. Glass now has not been dominant, but he's not the kind of guy that I think he's got a, it looks flashy, but he's not a guy that's going to consistently go give you 6 to 7 innings and give up 1 run. That's not normally what Glass now is. Now, obviously, the Cardinals trade away some bullpen pieces. So they're not going to be strong bullpen-wise, and their starting pitching right now is absolutely in struggle mode. This is hammer time again for the Dodgers, like we mentioned for the Brouhahas. Dodgers money line minus 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on the run line. Dodgers over 4.5 team total. Dodgers minus 0.5 run, first 3, first 5, first 7 innings. Ohtani and Freeman, same 5 bets apiece for those guys. Home run, double, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, and 3+ total bases. All right, that's the full slate of games for Monday, August 4th. Once again, this episode brought to you by Outlier, the app. There will be a 7-day free trial link in our comments section. They sponsor the show. If you want to put all of your bets from multiple sports books in one place, if you want help with tons of research, finding the best odds for the bet that you really like, easy to do in the Outlier app. Like I said, click on the link in the comments section for it, and 7-day free trial you can get with us. Check it out. We use it for a lot of research as well. Trust me, if you like doing research yourself, that's an excellent place to be to get a lot of information, trends, all that kind of stuff. Outlier, the app, you can find it on the Google Play Store, Apple Store, App Store as well. So you can do it all from your phone. You don't have to do it from a desktop, laptop, or anything like that. And get a 7-day free trial. It's well worth the money, especially if you like doing the research yourself. If you want us to do the research for you, which the Discord, our Discord is a ton of fun on there. Well over a couple hundred members. Yes, it's $50 per month. And not only that, you're going to get all of our bets. Baseball, you're going to get all that stuff early. Secondly, we do put out WNBA that's not public, Formula One, which we don't put out for the public, and golf, which we don't put out for the public. Guess what? Discord gets all of them. If you love tons of different wagers, I promise you this is the channel for you. After searching out tons of Discords out there, for the amount of information you get, we should probably be charging $500 a month plus, but we're only at $50. We want as many people to get on there as well as possible. And like I said, well over 200 members. Not only going to get all the wagers, we've also got a couple other cappers that drop in plays from time to time as well. And you're going to get a bunch of like-minded people like yourself who love to gamble on sports that are going to be on there as well. Plus, we got college football coming up, NFL football, college basketball, NBA basketball, baseball. The only thing we really don't touch too much is hockey and soccer and tennis. But we've got plays every damn day. There is not a lack of plays. Trust me. You will have more than you can handle. You can ask questions among the Discord, see what they like, as well as they'll put out some of the stuff they like. If you like a ticket, post it. That's what I say. You might get 10, 20, 30, 50 guys tailing you as well. So have some fun with it. Join our Discord. You can find the checkout link in our comment section here on YouTube. It'll be like a wap.com/checkout. Click on that link. Once you do check out, then it will send you over the Discord invite as well. So make sure you do check that out. And if you like the content you're seeing here and want to see some more, I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Also, likes, shares, comments. We appreciate it all. Right? It shows a lot of love to the creators. These shows take time. I like putting them out for you guys, but it never hurts. It never hurts to hear a compliment or a like or some shares or all that kind of stuff as well. Subscribe to the channel so you can build up the channel. So there's so many other people on here. You guys can have a blast with each other as well. That's what we like to see, a big community type event here at Sports Bets for Free. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.